So whose party got the answer of nucleus? Can you share to us what is the function of the nucleus? Okay, very good. Okay, let me check if you got the answer. Okay, it looks like you got a mismatch about the function of the nucleus. So what is the function of the nucleus? So the nucleus in both plant and animal cells contains DNA which carries the instruction for all the cell activities. Again, in both plant and animal cell, nucleus is present. It contains the DNA which carries the instruction for all the cell activities. So did you get it, class? Okay. So number 2, I have here the power station or the cell towers. So what do you think is the function of the cell towers or the power towers in a city? Yes, Anna? Okay, very good. Kindly get it. Now, to which organelle do you think the cell power station relates to? Alright, Anna?
Mitochondria?
Okay, mitochondria. So kindly get one chip, Anna. So whose RT got the correct answer about mitochondria and share to us its function? Okay, Anna. Okay, very good. Now, kindly please hit our city. Now, so the mitochondria in both plant and animal cell is considered as usual, it is the powerhouse of the cell. So it produces the ATP or the energy for the cellular respiration by breaking down the glucose. Okay, so it is the mitochondria who produces the energy or converts the energy that the cells is needing for them to be used in the body throughout the day. So, ayan. Number 3, I have here the construction workers. So, what do you think the construction workers do in a city? Construction workers. Okay, Anna? Okay, very good. So, now, to which organelle do you think the construction workers relate to? Check your cardboards if you have the answer. Where do you think, or to which organelle do you think the construction workers is similar to? I think RT1 got the answer, but it's just a mix-up. So kindly share to us what is the function of the ribosomes. Okay, very good. Now kindly please into our cells in the construction workers. So number it will be very good. So get one chip anak for your recitation. So next, I have here now the post office. So what do you think is the function of the post office in a city? Okay, anak? Okay, very good. It delivers, transport, or give messages to other people. So now, to which organelle it resembles to? Check your answers. Check your answers if you got the same function of the post office. What do you think? What organelle does the post office resembles to? Impossible that there are no group who has the answer about this. I will check your ER or rough endoplasmic reticulum because there is the attachment of ribosomes to it. Again, kaya siya tinawag na rough ER because mayroong naka-attach na ribosomes to it. They are embedded to the rough ER. It assists the ribosome in making and delivering proteins. Ayan. So the next is, if we have the rough ER, we have the smooth ER. So the smooth ER, kaya siya tinawag na smooth ER is because there is a lack of ribosome. Meaning there are no ribosomes attached to it. So it appears that it is giving a smooth appearance. So that is why it is called smooth ER. So it's also a network of membrane-covered tubes and hands without ribosomes. So do you follow class? So far, naiintindihan naman po. Okay. Next. Briefly, we have now the city hall. The city hall, the post office, the power station, and the road. What is the missing? What do you think is part of a city? Yes? Factories. We will see that later. Okay. Another. What do you think is still missing? Hospital. Okay. Malapit na. Office. Later natin. The houses. You have the houses. Yes. Later. Okay, the shop. So now here. What happened? So now we have the shop. What is the function of shop or stores in a city? Is it important for a city to have a store or a shop? Yes. Okay, very good. So get one thing also get one thing. So it is this store that gives the essentials or the necessities of the people inside the city. So now, to which organelle do you think the shop resembles? What do you think an organelle that is same as the function of the store? Yes, Anna? Artify? Okay, very good. Vacuum. Kindly give to us the description of a vacuum.
Store nutrients and water on the outside and rely on its survival.
Okay, very good. Kindly go here in front and listen to our So the vacuole in a plant and animal cell is the one who, like a storage or a warehouse that keeps the extra supplies that keeps So again, a shop or a vacuole is just like a store, a warehouse that keeps the extra supplies and water until it is needed. So again, it is the vacuole who provides the necessities of other organelles inside a cell. Okay, what do we mean by necessities? The needed materials. Okay, do you follow class? Okay. So next, I have here now the seawall. That's just not like, does not resemble a wall. But if you go further beyond your imagination, it will look like a seawall. So what do you think is the function of the wall in a city?
To protect the city from external danger.
Okay, very good. So I get na. So now, to which organelle do you think the seawall resembles to? Okay, other hands. Okay, the cell membrane. What is the function of the cell membrane? Okay, here you are. Okay, very good. And now can you please to our cell sheet? Again?
Centriole.
Okay, let us see if you got the correct answer. Oh, so whose article is that? Nucleus, correct. No one? Kasi no one. Walang sagot na nucleus. Who got the answer of nucleus or to which envelope the nucleus got from? Walang RT na may sagot na nucleus. Okay. So, what is the function of the nucleus in animals and plant cells? So, everyone kindly read. So, it is the nucleus who assembles or put together the ribosome in order for them to proceed in transcription and processing machineries for the functions of other organisms. So, the office goes right here beside the city hall. So, lastly, before we finally complete our city, I have here now the factory. What does factory do in a city? What is the function or the work of a factory inside a city? Yes, Anna? Okay, nag-produce ng product kaya get your chip. Yes, Anna? Okay, kaya get the chip also. And what's to share their learnings about a factory? What does factory do in a city? Yes, Anna? Again? Okay, kindly get your chip. So, but I am looking for a certain answer that will relate to the lysosome. So, whose article got the answer of the lysosome? So, kindly share to us what is the function of the lysosome?
A sac-like organ of the cell that contains enzymes that break down waste into protein.
Okay, very good. So, kindly get your tip. So, it is the lysosomes or the factories that digest or break down the waste or the debris inside the city. So, who wants to taste the factory in our city? Get a free tip. Yeah.